Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Christina Deeny, who is head of global sales and distribution for Aman, the incredible resort company that's expanding around the world, but in a very careful way. And we're going to talk a little bit today about that expansion and also how you as travel agents can better sell Aman. And this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Christina, I recently attended one of your press events, and you announced some of the new resorts. Specifically, you're going to have a new resort in Mexico, right?
Correct. We've just announced our newest property, Aman, which will open in 2020. It's going to be just a most beautiful hotel with 20 guest pavilions and 24 residences for those that wish to join the Aman lifestyle. It sits on the Sea of Cortez and will grace those beautiful shores, and it's sure to be a hit because, of course, everybody is so looking forward to Aman having its first property in Mexico.
Yeah, and right, I almost couldn't believe you already didn't have one there because you have some in North America, and, in the U.S., but not there, right?
No, we absolutely don't. And Mexico is a really great market for Aman. We have some wonderful agents that give us a ton of business, and we're excited. And we're also excited for our North American community because, of course, they love to book Mexico. So I think it's really a win-win all around.
And when is this resort supposed to debut?
In 2020. So we're kind of looking at mid-2020 at this point.
It's coming up quick, huh? Yeah.
It'll come up quick, and there'll be a lot of work to do to get it up and running, but we're so excited.
Yeah, well, and previously we were talking about the one you've just opened just a few months back in Shanghai, right?
That's right. We opened Aman, which is some 40 minutes outside of Shanghai. It is quite the most incredible project, 14 years in the making, and we are, our owner of this property, Aman, is an incredible gentleman who literally moved a forest.
I know, I saw a forest and a village almost, right?
Exactly, he moved a forest and a village from his hometown province, and it's quite the most incredible destination. We've really created a destination outside of Shanghai, and our clients, when they and we've already had some of our agents have already booked Aman. It only opened on the 8th of January, so it's quite, it's relatively fresh. And actually, the first weekend, we had snow at the property, which was the first time in 10 years. It was just so beautiful and so magical to see the trees, covered in snow in the gardens. So it was really, really pretty. So we have 13 villas, which form, the sort of, ancient history side of it. They're Ming Dynasty villas. Some of these villas are villages, the houses from the villages were literally flat packed, and they were then transported, 800 kilometers to
like I said, you moved a village.
Exactly. And so now we've rebuilt with these Ming Dynasty, beautiful mason work, and it's quite incredible. And then we have 24 Ming Courtyard suites there as well, a huge spa. It also has an Arva, which is our Italian Mediterranean food restaurant concept, and Nama, which is our Japanese food concept, and also Lazu, which is our Chinese restaurant. So
I don't think you have enough places to eat there. I don't know what you're doing.
I know. No, wonderful choice for our guests. And one of the most, I think, significant parts of this resort is Nanshufeng, which is a cultural centre. So it will allow our guests the opportunity to learn a lot more in depth about some of the ancient, cultural civilization practices, such as, tea meditation or making incense or calligraphy, ancient, calligraphy signs.
I've actually visited the Aman in Beijing. And I thought it was amazing. It's really part of that summer palace, right? Yeah.
Yes, it really is, because at the summer palace in Beijing, of course, you have the opportunity to visit the summer palace through our secret door. And that remains just one of our unique selling points there. So you can be at the Summer Palace, Aman Summer Palace Hotel, and then you can go into the Summer Palace outside of hours when it is closed to the public. So you have the Summer Palace, that beautiful, beautiful garden lake and all of the different temples that are there that you can just visit, privately.
Now today, how should travel agents be selling Aman? What do you tell agents about how they should sell it?
So Aman is really all about the experiences that you can enjoy when you're at the property. First and foremost, we have some of the most exquisite properties from a design and architectural perspective. But not only that, but they are located in destinations of incredible, beauty or outstanding natural flora, fauna. We work, our agents are so important to us. Our travel agency business throughout our business mix is extremely high, and so what we recommend is for the agents to contact us either through the different partners that they work with or directly. We have our call centers, but also our properties are extremely knowledgeable and will help you to put together an incredible itinerary for your clients. And we have an extensive network of salespeople on a global scale. And of course, in North America, we have some, wonderful salespeople who visit the agents and train them, and we do webinars. And we're very much working with our consortia partners as well, and to make sure that people understand why Aman is a little bit different from our other friends and family in our hotel.
Well, I think you've successfully made that difference. I know Aman just has this reputation as being somewhere out there, up there, and that's all I've ever known about it. And having visited a few of them, I've never stayed yet, but I
have to rectify that, James.
I hope so at some point. But I did visit the Summer Palace, the Aman in Summer Palace in Beijing, and I thought that was amazing. And what I read and have written about the Shanghai property, and now we're going to be writing more about the Mexico property. It just is so enticing. Now you are celebrating your 30th anniversary this year, right?
Right. Yes, we celebrated that throughout the month of January. And yes, Amanpuri was our first property that debuted in 1988, and
that was in Thailand, right?
That's exactly in Phuket, Thailand. So the property is still looking as fresh and as wonderful as it did 30 years ago, and it's still one of our most successful properties. So it's incredible how Aman has withstood the sort of whole timeline, not timeline, you know what I mean? Like we remain relevant and current even 30 years later.
Well, you have a reputation that keeps, people think of an Aman resort as a very special experience and a very special resort, beyond resort really, as you said earlier, a life-transforming event. And I think that's helped you, and whether it's in a city, and we haven't even talked about the Aman New York to come, which is just a couple of years from now, right?
That's right. So that's also in 2020. So a magnificent property, which is actually going to be within the Crown Building. So it's probably one of the most incredible historical sites in New York. It sits majestically on Fifth Avenue. I mean, every time you drive down or up Fifth Avenue, you come across the Crown Building, and it's wow, So it's very exciting. We will have 83 beautiful suites, and then we also have some residences that will be there, some penthouses and residences for sale.
Well, this is going to be an amazing property, and it's going to give you a little bit of visibility in New York. If people think they know what Aman is, they can sort of go very quickly and find out, because before in the U.S. we had to go out west to find them, or go out east. But how many properties total now?
31 properties.
31 in 30 years.
31 in 30 years, yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, Christina, thank you very much for filling us in. A lot going on with Aman in this 30th year, with Mexico coming online in 2020, with New York coming online in 2020, with this amazing new Shanghai. As you said, it takes a village. It takes to move a village, right? Yeah. I can't wait someday to see that next time I go to China. But it's an amazing company, and I know you've been very supportive of the travel agency community, and they have been of you. And the best way to go is find your luxury travel advisor and book an Aman resort. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, James. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.